What's up, everybody? Today, we're diving into the world of hacking, but not the Hollywood kind. Forget the dark rooms and endless code. Some of the most effective hacks are shockingly simple, and anyone can understand them. I've researched the easiest, most eye-opening techniques that will change how you see the internet forever. We'll break down 5 real methods hackers use, step by step, so you can spot them and protect yourself. From password tricks to Wi-Fi eavesdropping, you'll learn how these hacks work and how to defend against them. Let's jump in. First up, phishing. This is the #1 trick hackers use to steal passwords, and it's shockingly effective. In fact, it's so simple that anyone can do it. No advanced coding skills required, just a bit of creativity and some social engineering. The most common way hackers steal passwords is by tricking people, not by breaking into systems. Phishing relies on manipulating human emotions, not hacking computers. Picture this. You're checking your email, and suddenly you see a message that looks exactly like it's from your bank. The logo, the colors, even the sender's name, all seem legit. The email warns you about suspicious activity on your account and urges you to click a link immediately to secure your funds. The message is urgent, maybe even a little scary. That link? It leads to a fake website, a perfect clone of your bank's login page. The design, the layout, even the tiny details are copied to fool you. You enter your username and password, thinking you're protecting your account. But in reality, you've just handed your sensitive information directly to a hacker who can now access your real account. Why does this work so well? Because it preys on fear and urgency. When people panic, they stop thinking critically and act quickly, which is exactly what hackers want. Hackers use official-looking logos, familiar colors, and even web addresses that are almost identical to the real thing. Sometimes the difference is just a single letter or a subtle misspelling. They'll pretend to be Netflix, Amazon, your bank, or any company you trust. No brand is off limits, and the more popular the service, the more likely it is to be impersonated. The hardest part for hackers is getting you to click. But with millions of phishing emails sent every day, even a tiny percentage of victims means thousands of stolen passwords. So how do you spot phishing? It's all about paying attention to the details and not letting urgency cloud your judgment. Hover over links before clicking. Look at the address that pops up. Does it match the real website, or is there something off? Even a single wrong character is a red flag. Look for grammar mistakes, awkward phrasing, or weird sender addresses. Hackers often use addresses like supportepaypa1.com instead of supportepaypal.com, hoping you won't notice the difference. Your bank or any major company will never email you from a Gmail or generic account. If you see something like that, it's almost certainly a scam. If you're curious, you can even make a fake login page on your own computer to see how easy it is to capture text. Just for educational purposes, of course. It's shockingly simple, and that's what makes phishing so dangerous. The key is to always be skeptical. Don't let urgency or fear rush you into making a mistake. Take a breath and double-check before you click. Check the sender's address, look for typos, and never trust a link just because it looks official. If something feels off, it probably is. If in doubt, don't click the link. Instead, go directly to the company's website by typing the address yourself. That way, you know you're in the right place. Phishing is the #1 way people get hacked. Now you know how to spot it and protect yourself. Remember, never trust, always verify. Stay alert, and you'll keep your passwords safe. Next up, password cracking. This is the world where hackers break into accounts at lightning speed, using methods most people never even think about. Hackers don't sit around guessing your password by hand. They use powerful, automated tools that can run through thousands, even millions of possibilities in just seconds. When you enter a password, websites don't store the actual word. Instead, they save a hash, a scrambled cryptographic code that's supposed to keep your password secret. But with tools like John the Ripper, hackers can guess thousands of passwords per second by comparing hashes until they find a match. The first thing they try? Common words and passwords, like dragon, sunshine, or even password 123. These are in every hacker's toolkit. If your password is simple or popular, it's cracked instantly, sometimes in less than a second. If it's more complex, the tool doesn't give up. It tries every possible combination, letters, numbers, symbols, using brute force until it finds the right one. This can take seconds, minutes, or longer, depending on your password's strength. There are even massive online databases of pre-cracked passwords, collected from past data breaches and leaks. If your password is common, chances are it's already out there, just waiting to be used by someone with bad intentions. This is why you should never reuse passwords across different sites or accounts. If one site is breached, hackers will try your email and password combination everywhere, on your bank, your email, your social media, and more. Want to see how strong your password is? Use a password tester. For example, 123456 is cracked instantly, offering zero protection. But a long, random phrase, something unique and unpredictable, could take centuries, or even longer, for a computer to crack. The secret? Use long, unique passwords for every account. The longer and more random, the better. Avoid using dictionary words, names, or personal information like birthdays. Hackers can easily guess these with their tools. A phrase like, "My first car was blue Honda," is far stronger than a short jumble of random symbols, and much easier to remember. Hackers use automated tools that can try billions of combinations in seconds, making weak passwords useless. Your best defense is a long, random password, ideally generated by a password manager. Protect your accounts with strong, unique passwords, because cracking them is easier, faster, and more common than you might think. Stay safe out there. Now let's talk about social engineering. Hacking people, not computers. The weakest link in any security system is always the human. Social engineers use psychology to trick people into giving up information. One classic trick, pretexting. A hacker calls, pretends to be IT, and asks for your password to fix an issue. The victim, wanting to help, gives up their credentials. No hacking required. Another method, baiting. A hacker leaves a USB drive labeled executive salaries in a company parking lot. Someone plugs it in out of curiosity, and malware installs itself instantly. These attacks work because of urgency, authority, and curiosity. To defend yourself, always be skeptical. Real IT will never ask for your password over the phone. If you get a suspicious call, hang up and call the company back using their official number. Never plug in unknown USB drives. Social engineering proves the biggest vulnerability is us. Stay alert, question everything, and don't let pressure force you into mistakes. Public Wi-Fi is everywhere these days. Cafes, airports, hotels, and even parks. But what most people don't realize is that these networks are a hacker's playground, offering easy access to your private information. When you connect to open Wi-Fi at a coffee shop or airport, your data is often unencrypted and exposed. That means anyone nearby with the right tools can potentially see what you're doing online. Hackers can use free, easily available tools like Wireshark to listen in on your activity. They can watch the websites you visit, the searches you make, and even capture your passwords if the site isn't secure. It's shockingly simple for them to spy on your digital life. If you log into a site without HTTPS, your information is sent in plain text, making it incredibly easy for hackers to intercept and read. In just seconds, hackers can see your username and password appear on their screen, ready to be stolen and misused. But it gets even riskier. Hackers can set up fake Wi-Fi hotspots with names like free airport Wi-Fi or coffee shop guest. These look legitimate, but they're traps designed to lure you in. Your device might connect automatically to these fake networks without you even realizing it, especially if you've connected to similar networks before. Once connected, all your internet traffic flows through the hacker's computer. They can see, intercept, or even alter what you send and receive, emails, messages, and more. This technique is called a man-in-the-middle attack. It's one of the most common and dangerous threats on public Wi-Fi. So, how do you stay safe? The best advice is to avoid using public Wi-Fi for anything sensitive, like banking or shopping online. If you absolutely must use public Wi-Fi, always use a VPN. A VPN encrypts your data, making it unreadable to hackers. Even if they intercept it, they can't decipher it. Also, look for HTTPS and the padlock icon in your browser. These indicate a secure connection, but remember, only a VPN fully protects all your traffic on public Wi-Fi. Be smart and cautious when using public Wi-Fi. You never know who's watching, and a few simple steps can keep your information safe from prying eyes. Last up, keyloggers. These are spyware programs that record every keystroke you type. Passwords, messages, credit cards, everything. Keyloggers can be installed through malicious downloads, phishing emails, or even hidden in pirated software. Once installed, they run invisibly, logging everything and sending it to the hacker. There are also hardware keyloggers, tiny devices plugged between your keyboard and computer, often in public places. The hacker retrieves the device later and downloads everything you typed. How do you protect yourself? Use reputable antivirus and anti-malware software and keep it updated. Be careful what you download and what links you click. Don't open attachments from unknown sources. For sensitive sites, use virtual keyboards or password managers that autofill. These can sometimes bypass keyloggers. If you use a public computer, check for strange devices plugged in. Good security habits are your best defense against keyloggers. That's it. 5 simple hacking techniques and how to defend against them. The goal isn't to make you a hacker, but to help you think like one, so you can protect yourself. Don't use these tricks for anything illegal. This is for education and self-defense only. Share this knowledge with friends and family, and help everyone stay safe online. If you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments which hack surprised you most. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.